Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoruus speaking and welcome to Play by Email 6, turn 59. Right, let's see what's cooking basically. Let's see what's cooking. So. Let's start off with the comments as usual. Now it's a long time has passed before I had the previous turn, but there has been a problem with one of the players actually, and this particular play by email. And actually I got this turn yesterday while I was streaming, and I couldn't really do this after streaming this time. I ended up quite too late, so I'm doing this after work right now. But we're finally here, we'll finally get this turn going. So let's see the comments first. Mr. Nick: look, before the Magic Scout sees everything, this debit on citrus is premature. I agree on that, Mr. Nick. Let's see some more land and figure out our western neighbor. On the coastal city, it's a tough call. Planting on iron is certainly the safer option and has guaranteed early success. This is standard speed, and early 2+ hammers means much faster granary and stables, 20+ fewer turns combined, and that snowballs into a faster powerhouse. That's a legit early advantage. It'll be a long time to catch up to that by planting grasslands, because you won't work a mined 4-hammer iron hill for a very long time, as you'll be working the silver and cows until you get to pop 4. Personally, I'd plan on iron as the safer bet to catch up to Liberty players the fastest. On the other hand, if you go to engineering and send your retired cargo ship, you can take advantage of mining the iron hill and the faster fish style. A closer plant means cultural borders will reach it faster than if in third ring. I think both are good options, but it does need a cargo ship to get enough pop to really exploit those hills. It'll be 50+ turns before you start catching up on missing those 3-2 hammers, and if you don't send the cargo ship, it'll be more like 80+ turns. Yeah, I kind of agree about the timing. Sidri asked about the timing of windmill. In my other play by email, the windmill timing on standard speed is around turn 200-ish, but there I had like tons of cities, so I would assume that since we're aiming for 6 cities, and I don't know if we require more until that time, I would say that windmills should kick in somewhere around turn 200, and since we're already at turn 60, that's relatively not that long from now. As for Jenny, if you don't delay in capital for units, you send an archer from Brilliante to take a worker on 75, and please don't underestimate the importance of an archer farm. It's incredibly crucial to have range units with logistics and range in turn-based combat. I absolutely agree on that. You can also farm galleasses and frigates to eventually try to get 4-range battleships. I absolutely agree with that, but I still think like somewhere inside of me, farming a city-state is not honorable. I don't know. This is just that little part of me feels like this is abusing a little bit. I know it's not in the rules. I know it's not in the rules. The war must last 10 turns, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I need to confirm this basically, since I'm theoretically new to play by emails. I never tried in any of the other play by emails to actually farm a city state. So I think I need to confirm that it's actually allowed and it's not like abuse of the lack of rules for this particular game, and it's just like an unwritten rule somewhere. Maybe I can actually check the forum real quick right now. There's the rules. So let's see. Play by email, Diplo. Wow, there's tons of rules. Yeah, there's like tons of rules in here. Alright, I will try to look up the actual rules for play by emails. There's like tons of it. Tons of it. So I will check this out to make certain that this approach is actually a viable strategy. This is not going to be not nicely seen from other players. Alright, let's continue with the comments. On religion, I checked, and Hashem is right. The quarry pantheon went second, turn 18, certainly to Ethiopia. Turn 10 pantheon was 10% growth. So those Celts doing the math, unless Celts build shrines, you should beat them to second religion. That would be awesome, actually. They've gotten 48 faith from the capital forest, but you picked up 60 with the prophet ruin. You're already at 81 and about to go to 4 faith a turn. Unless Celts already have 4 cities planned and on forest and a capital shrine, they will struggle to beat you without ruins, and you'll be at plus 5 faith quite soon. Byzantine pantheon also went late, so even if their 4th city is faith high, you'll beat them. They have 4 cities by now, right? Byzantines have 4 cities by now. Nope, they still have 3 cities. Byzantines have 3 cities. Ethiopia should have 3 steels by now, and with early pantheon they should beat us. My question to you and to the group is what to take when we get the choice of mosques versus hammers. I assume mosques are best with 6 cities and to defend our religion when Byzantines strike with double religion bonus. I just wanted to start thinking about it. Well, if we're gonna have a chance for a religion, actually, my personal favorite in those kind of games is culture, actually. I know it's like standard speed, right? But like overall, I think like the culture, we need tons of culture, especially in the mid game. So I would like more think that we want to, with religion, we would like to more focus on stuff that will give us culture, culture, faith, and then the rest of the stuff like happiness. So whatever is available then, I would assume like the culture is the best choice. So I actually don't remember like all the stuff instantly about the religion, but we've got pantheon beliefs, founder beliefs. For founder belief, obviously like gold would be amazingly good, especially I would say 100 gold is quite horrible on standard speed, right? It's so much better to get plus 2 fate. Plus 2 fate goes 50 turns, and those games nukes are around turn 300, right? So definitely 2 gold is much more viable. But then on the other hand, plus 100 gold would be a cool idea to upgrade our archers into composite, if that actually is gonna hit the timing there, which I highly doubt. Now for follower belief, shrines, cathedrals, that's plus 1 culture, temples plus 2 culture, shrine, temples, food, holy warriors, obviously not. Monasteries sounds like a tempting choice. Mosque sounds, if I would have a choice between mosque and pagoda, I will choose pagoda, obviously. So like the first pick is around mosque pagoda, obviously, but that should go off. It will not go off. I will be very hugely surprised. So I think my personal favorite actually is mosque. If we're gonna get the second religion, then mosque. If we're gonna get the third religion, then monasteries. I mean, like, we do have wine in our capital, so that's a little bit additional stuff. Yeah, that's only all 1 wine, but that's always something. But still, it's the 2 culture I'm interested the most in. Basically, I want culture, as much of it as quickly as possible. So that's that. Alright, let's check out the comments. Sidri answers to Nick, I'm pretty sure that second and third religion will have the nations which take religion natural wonders, and only after they yours. No way for second religion in Japan. Sadly, but it is. Well, for now there's no pantheon from natural wonders. So if on turn 59 there's no fate from natural wonders, I would assume that nobody resettled a natural wonder just yet. So of course, if somebody's gonna settle a natural wonder like plus 10 fate, plus, yeah, it's gonna have plus 10, plus 12 fate a turn, obviously that will be it. But I don't know. I'm like, I would expect at this time right now, if somebody could really settle a Fate Wonder, a strong Fate Wonder, and actually get that Pantheon, they should already have it, right? Because that city should be plopped out there instantly, and it should be working that Fate already. I don't know. We shall see. We're gonna keep a close look on that Pantheon. Will it show up soon or not? Nick, you know, it's turn 58. There's no natural wonder. Ah, there we go. There's the answer that I just gave. You know, it's turn 58. There's no natural wonder Pantheon, and we don't know if Kalash or Scenario are in this game, so, or if they are possible to settle. Obviously, still a possibility, but I'm more optimistic as the turns stretch on. Yeah, good shout, Nick. Good shout. All right, Sidru, Yoruus, just think, what turn are you planning to finish Windmill in 6 City? I don't know the speed and approximately don't know, but it will be so later. Maybe turn 250, maybe turn 300. All this time, early hammers will work. Maybe start extra stropple. Yes, I do agree that we're gonna make a stropple about that settlement place. I do see the benefits of Ironworks, of settling on iron. There's also one additional benefit that we haven't talked about. Basically, the benefit of actually setting the iron is it's unpillageable, right? So if at some point we're gonna go to frigates or samurais or whatever like that, we're gonna have always that 6 iron available for quick iron frigate upgrade or something like that. Even if we're gonna have some trouble on, well, if we're gonna keep these styles like pillaged, then we're gonna already be in quite a lot of trouble, but you know what I mean, so it's always something. Alright, the timing is windmills are around to turn 200 and like A-bombs are around 300. I will check it out more thoroughly right now, because I did the turn for come on, play by email number 3, play by email number 3, and play by email number 3 is turn 282, and it's all play by email in information era. So let's play by email number 3, and in the Maya game, the last turn that I have done in here, it's turn 211.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I already got
welcome to Play by Email
1. Turn 211 in public schools, almost up. So I would say like windmill timing is around turn 180. If we're gonna get a good science game that's around 180, turn 200, that's gonna be the windmill timing. So I hope that's information gonna put something into the discussion actually. Fearsome Warrior of Darkness 1999. That city that you plant near the iron doesn't matter if it's defendable or not, because in order to get it, they will need to kill the new cities that you are going to plant, and if they will be taken, it would be over, and people would rather go for the capital instead. Perhaps you can do 8 cities. Probably if you end up with 8, Liberty would be better. Yeah, it spells Liberty, but I don't agree with that. This is a 12-player game. I'm gonna repeat it over and over and over again. In my all the other play-by emails, I'm not entirely satisfied with Liberty, and in one of those games I have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60s, I think around 17 cities in one of that game, and I actually went Liberty, and my science is off, and I have no war. My science is off, so it works exactly as like normal free for all. Liberty is cool at the start, but later on it starts to have trouble, and I'm aiming in here for the late game. I want to win this play by email. We want to win this play by email. We don't want to crush our first or second neighbor and then be destroyed by somebody who's gonna have a tremendously good science game. We want to be that guy who's gonna have tremendously good science and echo game, tons of population, and it will crush neighbors when he wants to, not where he's forced to do it. And Liberty Liberty is that kind of approach. Liberty forces you to crush neighbors before they will out-tech you if they go tradition, unless they will go liberty themselves. So liberty approach is more of one-way ticket, because it's no coming back in the late game against somebody who's got the same amount of cities and tradition, happiness and growth. It's just simple as that, simple as this works. And on top of that, I know like we don't really need wonders, but if we're gonna have a nice faith income and nice religion, and we're gonna finish tradition, we will be able to buy tons of great engineers and maybe later on great scientists, and that's great because that's gonna mean even more extra production. So oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think like tradition approach, if it's gonna work, I know we're gonna be a little bit weak in the early game, but that's the risk that's always taken when you go tradition. Almost it's always taken when you go tradition. So I kind of have my personal feeling that I want this to be tradition honor game, and I want it to work. Frugo Fruit, is the game still going? Yes, the game is still going, but there was a hiccup in doing the turns. One of the players kept the turn almost for 2 days. I myself right now kept the turn for 1 day because it arrived at my mailbox when I was streaming, and I ended up streaming very early in the morning, and I actually had to just go to work, so I couldn't make the turn, so I'm doing it after work. It happens to every participants of those play-by emails, so if you like unlucky week basically, and the turns just get in there in the wrong timing for people, you sometimes just the turns take like 1 day for every single player, so the turn could arrive on, in the worst case scenario, even on 12 days, though that's rarely happens, right? Most of the time the turn, because we're arranged like with the times when we can make the turn, so most of the times the turn is like 1 per day, 1 per 2 days. That's like the average timing of those play-by emails. Alright, Ashem, if I remember correctly, stone quarries was Ethiopia pantheon, so most probable religion would be like first religion, second enhanced, 3/5 you, Celts, Byzantine religion. You're pessimistic. First Ethiopia religion, 2 enhance, 3 to 5th you, Celts, Byzantine. Right, we shall see about that. Well, let's hope it's gonna work well for the religion. As for city name, unlike Slavic languages, in English it is T and chocolate, T, not D. Chocolate, chocolate. Okay, chocolate. As for coastal city placement, I think you wouldn't lose much in the game even if you place your city where you want to place it, because then you will get fish as second tile expand and get it bigger much faster. Yeah, I kinda agree on that one. As for citrus city, yes, not orange, that's citrus, thank you. Of course, if scouting will reveal something great west of orange, then of course go. Szukasz kota? My kid is searching for the cat. Then of course go there. As for what we see now, I think planting on our side of the river is better for defense, and you extend quite far already. That could be really dangerous if you're going to be war soon with your west neighbors. And Nick's answer to that is that fish only counts when a lighthouse is built, which is ages away. Granary, stables, library, monument all count first. It's a big sacrifice to those 50% hammer boost early. Those extra 2 hammers still work even if he works cows to grow, and if he works silver, he's stuck on pop 1 until he builds granite, which will take longer without the extra 2 hammers. Late game is stronger, but for sure it is large sacrifice, in early game quite large. Well, let's keep this discussion going about the settlement. Do we want to settle on the iron, or do we want to settle in here? And we're gonna make a straw poll later on. I'm kinda... I will not strongly oppose to settling in here. Iron does have its benefits. Does have its huge benefits. I gotta agree in the early game, so it's a decent spot. I think this decision definitely deserves... Hey kiddo. This decision definitely deserves a straw poll, basically. Right, so let's get our moves. So settler goes there. Keep this guy escorted. Perfect stuff. Can we shoot this bad boy? Yes, we can, and we're gonna shoot it. Is this still set up on food focus? I hope it is. Good, so we'll not starve. Soon there's gonna be an archer. I'm gonna start farming this evil barbarian encampment, and hopefully we can pick off this archer. We can pick off this archer next turn. As for this side of the city, Scout needs to heal, and this guy needs to just die. Yeah, have those arrows from the city. Have those arrows there. Alrighty. Alrighty. That's about it. Now somebody entered classical era, but that's unknown player. Let's see the demographics real quickly. We're second at hammers right now, which is bloody great. Okay, this is bloody great. We're second at hammers. The only problem is troops right now. Hopefully that archer is gonna boost my our army strength relatively good, relatively fast. And in next turn we're going to be in a golden age, so that will definitely count for something. Now, I don't really want to test this out, but which way, if I buy 105, will the silver be cheaper? Or will it, for example, if I buy 85 and then I would want to buy the silver, will the silver have a higher price if I take this route? Or will it be cheaper if I take this route? Or will it actually be, the cost will be exactly the same? That's the question, because in 6 turns we kinda do need to buy this. So next turn we could wait 3 turns if I understand this correctly. After the border is gonna spread to the horses and it will go there relatively soon, the cost of buying those tiles should drop down, if I understand that right. So we could wait 3 turns until the culture borders will actually spread to the horses, and then we want to buy the silver really fast. The question is which route we will take, this one or this one. I assume the cheaper one, right? But that's my question basically. Or even will I be able to buy this tile if I'm gonna go this way? I don't know. Anybody has any experience about that, about this situation? If I buy this tile, can I buy the silver? Will it be cheaper, or it's gonna cost tremendously high in the 3rd ring if I go this way? Or should I buy this tile on the other side of the river, and then I will 100% be able to buy this tile? That's just my question basically about that. Okay, and Silverado is working everything very smoothly and very nicely. So worker 22 turns, granary 20 turns, perfect. We're going there. Calendar in 5 turns, and the settler is going to the most beautiful stable city I have ever seen in my Civ career. Cow, horse, cow, sheep, horse, cow, horse. Did I count it correct? I think I overshoot this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I didn't overshoot. 9 stable resources. This city is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to plant there and get that stable going in there. It's just gonna be like craziness. Alright. So I guess that's it for this turn then. Unless I can actually get the mine. Not yet. The next style that I actually want to improve in this city, no, excuse me, will be most probably the cow, so I can actually get the cow going. Crank out those 2 more archers, but get the cow going for a little bit of growth, tiny little bit of growth, and probably then push with the 2nd archer into the horse, so I can improve the horse later on, and then go back around this place. And hopefully in that time we're gonna actually have the granary up and be able to build another worker relatively fast, because most probably this guy This guy will need to go here as fast as possible to get at least one horse upgraded so you can start on those stables relatively quickly. Not mentioning this city needs stables too. Every goddamn city in this game needs stables. Like, stables is bloody amazing. Every single goddamn city, I'm sorry, but it's just like emotions. Every single city in this game will need stables. It's amazing how much extra hammers we can get. Like, they cannot compare. This land is awesome, but if we can get the land we're going in here and survive for at least a couple of turns, this city's gonna be like beasts. Those cities gonna be beasts. Anyways, alright, I guess that's it for this turn then. So thank you very much for watching. Best wishes. See you next time. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, have a nice night, depending on the time zone you're in and you're actually watching this video. And see you next time. I said that already, right?